Hey guys, Dakota Fanning has a new horror movie out. Check out our review and our recommendation.
Hey guys, tonight we watched Vicious. It came out October 10th this year, 2025, on Paramount Plus exclusively. It was written and directed by Brian Bertino, who also wrote and directed The Strangers from 2008, and he also wrote its sequel in 2018. The main cast was Dakota Fanning and Catherine Hunter. The genre is horror, and the runtime was 98 minutes. We wanted to watch this film because it's got Dakota Fanning in it, and it's a new horror movie that we hadn't seen. Plus, the trailer looked pretty intriguing.
Only the trailer.
Only the trailer. So, when Polly receives a mysterious box from an old woman, it comes with one rule. You place something inside that she needs, something she hates, and something she loves. If she doesn't obey, it will consume everything and everyone she's ever known. That's it. The story was easy to follow, but that doesn't mean it made a ton of sense. There were several parts that dragged on and slowed down, and we picked up our phones and felt bored a lot. Those little down areas didn't last a whole lot, but there was a lot of them. We did find ourselves bored a lot.
A lot. This movie was extremely boring.
As far as characters and performance go, there was really only two characters that mattered, and only one really got much attention. Obviously, that was Polly, played by Dakota Fanning. I would have liked to see a little bit more backstory on the older lady who originally brings the box. That's shown in the trailer, so it's not ruining anything. Dakota Fanning did a really good job in this film. Her fear, panic, and grief seem real, which makes sense since she's been acting for 25 years. I looked that up. There's a scene where she's grabbed, and it completely sold me that she was scared out of her freaking mind.
But it didn't scare us at all. They were trying to do some jump scares in this, and nothing for the audience.
Yeah, I didn't really connect with any of the characters in this film, and you could tell that Polly, played by Dakota Fanning, loved her niece, but other than that, there wasn't any relationships that were really believable.
No.
She had a ton of random tattoos all over her arms, and they looked like brand new temporary tattoos. I mean, you could even see some crackling, and it was ridiculous. They looked obviously fake.
And honestly, it wasn't needed. I know they were trying to sell her character like she was a slacker and she didn't really care like at all, because like even the house was a complete disaster and a mess. Like she wasn't cleaning up.
Dead plants.
Yeah, and like dead plants, but like
wasn't returning phone calls to people.
The tattoos just weren't needed in this.
It's like, oh, people who have these tattoos are just slackers.
Yeah,
I mean, I get that, but that stereotype is
not.
I mean, I know we have tattoos, but like that stereotype is
not
old.
Needed anymore. No, so.
Yeah, so there were several, like she said, there were several attempted jump scares, but they were so lame. I can't imagine they would get anybody who actually enjoys horror movies. I feel like this film was meant for someone who loves horror movies, but wants to bring their rom-com loving friend who gets scared extremely easily by like a fart. As far as sound and music goes, there's basically one like regular song that plays the entire film. I mean, it doesn't play the entire film, but there's only one song that plays throughout the film. It's pretty eerie, and it touches right when it plays.
I feel like their budget on this film was a little low.
I would like to see what it was.
We'll put that in the comments after this.
This is the budget.
Yeah.
And I guess it doesn't have a box office because it never made it to theaters. Here's a fun fact. It was originally scheduled for a theatrical release on August 8th, 2025. Then it was pushed to an even earlier February 28th, 2025. Could you imagine? You're like, all right, we're shooting for August. And then actually, we need you to push it to February. And they were like, our movie sucks. Let's just push it to streaming. So that's what happened there.
And honestly, I honestly don't think that it would have even made any money in theaters.
It would have, because people would have gone, Dakota Fanning's in it. It's going to be really good. Yeah. She was really good.
But if the reviews came out, people would have been like, no, it's...
Yeah. As far as the film score goes, it uses a ton of bass. So if you're watching it at home and you have a subwoofer, you're going to feel this movie. And you're going to feel it a lot. Her iPhone brought freaking vibrates like the Nokia 3310 from the year 2000.
And it was annoying.
It's super annoying. It shook the whole room. And it's really heavy on a lot of sound effects, and it's to the point of annoyance. So the guy in charge of sound, you're fired.
You're fired.
The only theme in the movie really that was clear was just to live your life better. And I guess they did that by saying that she wasn't living her life better, I guess. As far as like direction and writing, the storytelling was extremely predictable. There wasn't a single twist. Nothing happened that I didn't audibly predict long before it happened. I looked over and I was like, as soon as the old lady brought the box in the very beginning, which is in the trailer, I told her exactly how the film was going to end.
Yeah.
Everything that Dakota Fanning and Catherine Hunter said felt natural, but others that spoke, even on the phone, felt forced and unrealistic. It seemed like the conversations, and I'm sure that's how it's done in the films, but it seemed like their conversations were recorded at different times, and it just wasn't natural.
But they could have put more like emotion on the other side instead of it just...
They were reading a script.
Exactly.
Yeah, obviously they were, but it felt like they were reading a script. As far as like the film's overall impact, I mean, fail, no impact. As far as films I would compare it to It Follows or Drag Me to Hell.
And Drag Me to Hell also was a movie that was supposed to scare someone, and I laughed during that film. That film to me was a comedy. It was funny and it was dumb. So
at this point, we usually do our favorite elements and least favorite elements. As far as favorite elements, I had 0 favorite elements. The only thing I liked about it was the part that I talked about where Polly gets grabbed. And just Dakota Fanning's acting was just really good.
Yeah, she's always good in anything she plays. She's a good actress in general. I like her a lot. This movie, though, just wasn't good.
They didn't deserve her.
Agreed. 100% agree.
If they didn't have her, this film wouldn't exist. I mean, they could have used just some no-name actress that was trying to make a name for herself, and it's just terrible. As far as least favorite element, I wrote, how much time do we have? It was unrealistic as hell. That's what I wrote. There's a scene where someone hangs up on Polly while she's on a cell phone and a loud dial tone plays. Cell phones don't have dial tones. It doesn't work that way. Landlines have dial tones. Cell phones do not. So that was...
Which they did do that on a landline.
Right.
So
they did it on a landline, so they know how that works. Also, if you have trypophobia, like fear of holes or clusters, there's a scene where you're really not going to like. So... if that's not your thing, maybe not for you.
Or maybe it is, because maybe it'll freak you out because it's a horror movie.
Yeah, if you want to get scared, trypophobia,
there you go.
There's a scene for you. Now, this is the shortest review we've done. Our recommendation won't be our normal one.
Because we can't do, like, theater, rent, or stream. So we're going to do stream it or don't, and we're going to say don't. Because it was just such a boring film. It didn't really have any horror aspect to it. But if you do want to scare someone who's easily scared, maybe. But it just was
there's some really cheesy jump
movie.
scares. And so that might get them. But it's not like classic jump scares. They're just really stupid.
It was really boring. It was really boring. But we did enjoy watching Dakota Fanning because she did really good acting in it. So I will give it that. So.
I mean, just think about, I'm not saying she's the best actress in the world, but think about the best actress in the world, and then you're putting them
in such a boring script.
Yeah.
So that's really actually sad on her part, but I really did enjoy seeing her acting, but I hated the script. I will say that.
I mean, she may have taken it because she was like, I get to basically be fully there. I'm the main actor. She's basically on camera 99% of the time, just her. So, yeah. All right. So, thanks for hanging out with us.
And if you have anything you would like us to review, please leave a comment. Bye, guys.
Bye.